Today we're going to talk about the biggest secrets to making big money reselling on eBay and Amazon. For those who have never seen a video on my channel, my name is Don and I am a full-time reseller and make all of our income from online revenue sources. We have done it this way for over 10 years at this point. One question I get all the time is, when did things start to change for you? When did you realize you could make full-time revenue? How soon did that happen? What was the plateau? What got you there? How did you succeed and advance your business to where it's at? We've been on eBay since eBay was called eBay, more than 20 years as well, and we've learned many things from all of this time on eBay and Amazon. Now, I've thought about that question over and over again, and there are three big keys to how we changed up our business to advance it and to be making the amount of money that we do. Now, selling $100,000 worth of items on eBay is a huge task for many people. It's not unobtainable for most, though. If you buckle down, you work hard, you've got a drive and dedication, you're able to get those figures within the first couple years of being online, or at least this is my experience. One thing that does seem to happen, if it's a one-person operation, you're going to get bogged down. Your sourcing will be part of your issues, possibly, your listing and the whole works. You've got to do everything yourself. That is one of the biggest drawbacks if it's a one-person operation. Now, the next biggest problem is one-off sourcing, which is something we did for a very long time and something that most people are probably doing right this very second. One-off sourcing is when you just randomly go around to garage sales, thrift stores, or whatever you happen to have in your local area, and you pick up whatever you can find at that given day. There's no guarantee you're going to find anything great. There's no guarantee you're not, of course, and a lot of people do still find decent items out there. But there's no regularity, there's no replenishableness to any of that, because you never know what you're going to find. You're at the whim of a garage sale or the whim of an estate sale or something along that line when you go out to these places. There's no guarantees. I went to thrift stores. I've even went to flea markets. I do better at flea markets, but thrift stores in general around here are awful. Garage sales aren't so good either. So it's all just hit or miss all the time. I wasted a lot of time doing that. So at the end of the day, after 3 years or so into this, we were able to hook up and find big bulk purchase sourcing, where we could go to one place and I could pick up at least 50 items. To me, 50 items or more would be considered more along the lines of a bulk purchase. So these bulk purchases that we finally figured out after 3 years of being into this started to increase and increase, and pretty soon it got to be a large chunk of our business. It was so much easier just to go to one spot and buy a whole bunch of stuff, or buy it wholesale, or buy from a picker, or buy a storage unit out, or buy in bulk, whatever the case may be. Now, once we started to buy bulk, things did start to change. Buying bulk, I usually got it for a lot less than I was paying buying them one-offs. Even if I got a one-off really good, buying in bulk 90% of the time or better, you'll come out ahead no matter what. Now, for us, buying in bulk lowered our costs pretty much immediately. As soon as we started to buy bulk purchases, my overall monthly costs of what we were buying was going down drastically. The more bulk I got, the lower my costs got. And we were able to keep increasing the bulk purchases and lowering the cost, making more money. I immediately made more money by doing it that way. I immediately had more items to sell also, right off the bat. Now, originally I was doing this as one person, me. The wife started to help me out after a year or two being into this. My kids came along the lines in the third year or so when we were actually buying in bulk. I had all these items. I couldn't list it. I bought all these items and I didn't have the ability to list them. So we brought the kids in. Then we brought some of their friends in. So bringing in more staff, more help, employees also advanced our business. Now, the last secret is being able to manage your time when you're doing this. Time is a huge money loser. You lose a lot of money just by blowing time on really stupid things or not managing your time properly. So this all goes together. If you can buy in bulk, you can stop the one-off shots where you're just randomly hoping to find something out in the wild. You can increase your profits immediately. You can get more items by buying in bulk that way as well. Once you start to get more items in, you can look at hiring people to help list those items. That will solve the third aspect as well, which is the time. You'll be able to put your time where it's more useful, whether that be sourcing down more bulk to keep your costs down, to keep your inventory high, and to actually be able to run labor. That is the key thing you should be able to do. Bulk is the best way that you will increase your business quickly. Now, many people are concerned, well, how can I get bulk items? Bulk can mean a lot of things. Some people, bulk-wise, are going to buy storage units, storage lockers, and things like that, buying a whole bunch of stuff all at once. It doesn't necessarily have to be the exact same items. Obviously, wholesale, where you're listing one listing and selling hundreds and hundreds of the same items, are always best. But for most people, that's just not an option. They don't have enough knowledge, you don't have enough experience to handle this, or you can't get a low enough price from a bulk wholesaler to do that. Buying damaged goods by the pallet offline is a way to get bulk purchases as well. Now, for us, we have people that source certain items for us. They'll put a whole bunch together and sell it to us in bulk. Certain niches, certain items, certain things like that. We can get big bulk from other businesses. I can get them from wholesale as well. And in many cases, estate sale companies will sell me some of their bulk. I've got many other avenues. Again, it's taken us time to do this. But this is the route to being the most successful. As I said, selling $100,000 on eBay is something that most people could obtain if they've got the drive and the dedication to this. But keeping your sales at that same point are hard, and increasing them are even harder. So bottom line, the biggest secrets, the biggest ways to get your business to increase: buy in bulk. It's going to do two things for you. It's going to get you more merchandise, and it's going to get you it cheaper. So your costs will be down. You'll make more money just to start off with without doing much else. Now, for us, hiring somebody was a big change as well, as I said. So bringing in some staff. We had the cheaper items. I had a ton of them coming in. I couldn't list them all. So we brought them in. And what we found out is the labor we were spending was paid for pretty much the same day that they listed or did something for us through the items that sold from what they listed. So it paid for itself pretty much from day one. It was a no-brainer. So we brought more in and more in, and our business grew from there. That's what started that change. It also changed the last aspect. I was able to spend more time sourcing better, doing more research, finding the best deals, finding the best items, figuring out what our business should be selling, figuring out how we should sell it, where we're going to source it. All my time went into the endeavors of growing it from that point on. Once I had that time, it really changed what we were able to get as well, too. I was able to purchase massive bulks, 5,000 records at a time, 10,000 records at a time, 5,000 postcards or trade cards or slides or paper items in general. So it all worked together. That extra time also allowed me to branch out to other platforms, which further advanced our business and grew our income from that point. Getting there is great, of course. Keeping it there and growing it from there is the hard part. So this is what we did, and this is what worked for us. Hopefully that gave you some ideas and some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.